Back with another one, Demo TV 369. 369. Do it again. Move forward, never rewind. Where am I getting these jingles from? Listen, man, I got some unfortunate news right now, but we're going to react to it. One thing I want to say right now is I am happy to hear the fact that this person did not pass away, but this was very disturbing to me as well. Young kid, I believe he was 17 years old, was shot by the police last night, I believe, in San Antonio, Texas. This is the second video that I've done today where Texas has just been down bad, man. Everybody got their reputations, man, but let's get into it. I had went further a little bit because I'm trying to skip a lot of the commentary, but shout out to KNS5 News. KNS5 News, KNS5 News, go follow them. But if you want to see how we gonna talk about it without breaking the rules, Demo TV 369. Feel me? Oh, right to it.
Shot fired, shot fired, shot fired! 17-year-old Eric Cantu shot at point-blank range by San Antonio police officer James Brennan.
Get out of the car.
After the teen had been ordered out of the car and tried to drive away.
Oh.
Chaotic.
So what I heard was it was a stolen vehicle. Then 2 seconds ago, right before I uploaded, 2 seconds ago, right before we got here, where we are right now, sharing this unfortunate ordeal, I learned that the car wasn't actually stolen. It's all hearsay at this point, but we just out here shooting people because they're in cars. Let's be honest, man. I don't want to sound like an a-hole, but if I get presented with a certain type of force by the police and or by somebody seemingly wearing civilian clothes, I'm gonna be leery. And I'm not saying that this cop didn't present himself as a cop because he seems to be in full uniform. But what I am gonna say is, I think that the police system needs a revamp because a lot of people are fearful. And I know a lot of cops are fearful as well, but that's your job. You're there to protect and serve. So I hate to say it, but y'all got to figure that part out. But as civilians, y'all got to figure out ways to accommodate the civilian a little bit better, even if that civilian, they need to be taken in. You know what I'm saying? I do believe in police presence, but I also believe that there should be a mediator police officer. And then there should also be one who is there to more or less side with the cop. So it needs to be that equal balance. You get what I'm saying? To where one is acting as a civil servant for the civilian, kind of like a lawyer on scene. You get what I mean? And then there should also be one for the cop. So therefore, it kind of takes away from any altercations that could take place in that time and mode. But I guess you call that good cop, bad cop.
Moments captured on Officer Brennan's body cam video. That officer now out of a job.
The night that this happened, before I even saw the video, looking at the scene, I had my concerns, serious concerns.
Chief William McManus said it happened Sunday night when Officer Brennan was called out to the McDonald's off the 11,000 block of Blanco Road for a disturbance. SAPD says when Officer Brennan arrived to the scene, he started getting information from witnesses. Then the officer spots what he thinks might be a stolen car in the parking lot. And
what might be a stolen car? Come on.
I got a vehicle here that fled from me the other day. He's in the parking lot.
Moments later, before that backup arrives, Officer Brennan approaches the car.
Wait a minute.
17-year-old tried to back.
Wait a minute. Number one, you open this door up. Surprise the kid while he seemingly was eating the chicken sandwich. That's number one. You do not have the right to do that because you suspect that is a stolen vehicle. Number one, what was the tags on that stolen vehicle's number? That's what you're supposed to check, the tags. Because if you didn't get the tags, I'm sorry to say, if I look like a robber and I'm not the robber, when I walk by you, don't look at me like I did a robbery, because I have a right to not be. You get where I'm going with that? That's not fair. Now I'm really not in I'm really kind of more or less siding with the kid as far as before he got shot, wanting to pull away. What are you doing to me right now? That's what I'm saying. Your tactics, you guys' tactics are not, that's not it. You were better off calling the rest of the police there, like, you know, maybe like 2 or 3 cars if it was you get where I'm going with that, man? It's ways, man. This could have been avoided.
Cantu and his 17-year-old passenger try to drive away.
I can't blame him for wanting to drive away.
Time and opens fire. Officers caught up with Cantu, who stopped a block away. He'd been shot 4 times and taken to the hospital in critical condition. 3 days later, the department fired Officer Brennan. McManus said the officer, still under probation, didn't follow department training or policy.
At all.
Prohibited from shooting at.
You was just blowing at this kid like he was your straight up op, like he didn't kill your grandmother or something like that. How? Why? What did you do that for? Shout out to the SAPD for firing this. That's a pig. That's a whole pig. That was swine. That's swine. I'm glad they saw that, immediately fired him. If that kid dies, that guy needs to do manslaughter or something like that, man. That's a 17-year-old kid, bro. He was scared. You can't tell he was scared. You ain't never been 17 before. When I was 17 in front of the police, until I learned a couple things, I was nervous as fuck. Wanna know why? Because I'm black, and where I'm from, a police officer or police officers, I don't even really know, but a really close friend of mine, his brother was murdered in the park. I believe shot in the back of the head, and they said that he committed suicide. Some of us are walking around with PTSD. And some of us might not be anymore. Me, I'm a fun-loving, caring guy. I'm bubbly. I like to laugh, joke. If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing the stuff like this. But I still get nervous about things like that. You get where I'm going? And yeah, man, I say this all the time: protect yourself. I wouldn't even, if that kid had a gun, I wouldn't even have been mad if he blew back at the cops. Key phrase is blew back at the cops, even if the gun was illegal. And I don't condone none of that. You get where I'm going with that? Because once somebody start blowing at you, and you can get down and or away, or you locked into a corner and you still not dead, you got a blower on you. A gun, that's a gun for guys who don't know, girls who don't know. You got to protect your own life. What is that kid supposed to do? Sit there and let you murder him? The chicken sandwich was threatening you?
At moving vehicles, unless it's in defense of life. And that particular case that evening was not in defense of life.
No guns were found on Cantu or in the car, the chief says, and neither Cantu nor the car had anything to do with the disturbance call Officer Brennan responded to in the first place.
Kid eating a chicken
We
sandwich.
don't know who was driving that vehicle the day before. So I don't know what the officer was thinking, but we don't know who was driving that vehicle the day before, nor did he.
McMahon has defended the department's decision to fire the rookie officer.
He's got the blowing at the kid because he got scared.
That could justify what happened.
Well, Chief McManus said the department, once they finish their investigation, they'll turn it over to the Bexar County DA. Now, we're told the path...
Man, shout out to KNS. Was that Channel 5 News down in San Antonio, man. Again, that's really unfortunate. I pray to God that this kid pulls through. No 17-year-old deserves to die over a chicken sandwich and seemingly mistaken identities. The car could have been the car that was in question. You know what I'm saying? The car could have been the car in question. But maybe the person wasn't. Or maybe the person was. But blowing at a 17-year-old kid with a chicken sandwich in his lap ain't the wave. I hope that cop's family beats the brakes off of him until that kid can press charges and either he goes to jail or has to play some type of civil Now this kid got 4 holes in him in critical condition. I pray to God. They said that was Sunday. I pray to God this kid is in stable condition or better. He was aiming at his head. I'm pretty sure he hit all up in here. 4 shots. I got a younger brother who got shot in the face, shot in the neck and the hand. Defending himself from the bullets. You get where I'm going? They was trying to kill him. Anytime it's up here, they trying to kill you. They're trying to take you off of this place. Maybe here they scared, they know something that we don't know. And, they're just hitting you up in the chest. The leg is either, you get hit by the veins and stuff like that. But up here, you a cop, bro. Your whole mindset was to just get out there one day and just go start blowing at somebody. You thought that was gonna be the way. If I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking just cause you up, boom, 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 you went straight to wherever it was and you talked about that like it was him or me, bro. It was him or me. That guy was trying to pull away, man. Trying to pull away. If I know anything about high-speed chases, before it even got high speed, he was going in a direction away from you, which means he's not causing any harm to you. Right? If he's not causing any harm to you, then you should not be using deadly force. I don't even know the laws, but that's super understandable. You can't pull that out of your mindset. You better off hopping on your radio and radioing him in. At least at this time, you can see him driving away, and you can read the numbers, the letters on the license plate. My name is William Winfall, Demo TV 369, man. Another reaction video. Cops, let's try to minimize all of this. Gang members out there, let's try to minimize stuff like the P&B rocks and the Nipsey Hustles and stuff like that. We can all do better as a people. This ain't it. I'm out.